we continue our lecture on Silk Road and the road and the initiative. Now we're going to talk about famous travelers of Silk Road. The first one is Zhang Qian. Zhang Qian, an outstanding envoy and explorer in Chinese history, opened up the ancient Silk Road in West Han Dynasty and bringing reliable information about the Western regions. During the reign of the Emperor Wu of the Han Dynasty, the Hans often intruded into the northern borders of the Han emperors. Zhang Qian was sent as a diplomatic envoy to the western regions to make an alliance with Da Rouzhi against the Hans. Zhang Qian and his delegation made 2 expeditions to the west regions. Although he failed to finish the mission to make a military alliance with Da Rouzhi, he obtained a great deal of knowledge about the people, geography, culture, and customs of 36 states in the western regions. Xuanzang, an influential Buddhist monk of Tang Dynasty, Xuanzang not only brought Indian sutra to China, but also brought Chinese culture to the West and contributed to the spread of other cultures throughout the world. Xuanzang was a very religious Buddhist and was accomplished in religious works. He decided to go to India to further his study of Buddhism. To get one authoritative, credible theories, it took him 4 years of painstaking travel to reach India. In an ancient temple called the Nalanda Temple, Xuanzang studied Indian sutras for 5 years under the guidance of the master Jie Xian. Afterwards, he traveled across India to exchange ideas with other religious leaders and gave sermons. In 645, he returned to Chang'an with more than 600 sutras. The Tang Emperor Taizong gave him a royal welcome. In the rest of his life, he committed himself to translating the sutras he brought back in Big Wild Goose Pagoda. His book, Pilgrim to the West in the Tang Dynasty, it is a book Xuanzang compiled. It is recorded geography, people, customs, history, religions, languages, and cultures about 140 countries, which provided precious data for studying history and geography. Due to its detailed and vivid records, it was translated into English, German, French, and Japanese, and widely spread. It is precious documents for the research of China and the world cultural exchange, Buddhism, history, and national history. Marco Polo. Marco Polo was a well-known traveler and explorer. Marco Polo headed for China along the Silk Road in the Yuan Dynasty. The traveler of Marco Polo, dictated by him, described Chinese politics, economy, culture in detail, which greatly aroused the desire of Westerners to go to China and had a great effect on the European navigation. Marco Polo's father and uncle, who often traded in west coast of Mediterranean Sea, on one occasion went to China and met with Kublai Khan, an emperor of Yuan Dynasty. Fascinated by the stories of the travels told by his father and uncle, he made up his mind to go to China. In 1271, when he was 70 years old, his dream finally came true. With a letter from the new pope and valuable gifts, the Polos set out eastwards from Venice on the second trip to China. After 4 years of long, difficult journeys, they reached China, and Kublai Khan gave him a hospitable reception. Marco Polo served in Kublai Khan's court for 17 years. When he was in China, Clever Marco Polo quickly learned Mongolian, Chinese, and became familiar with the Chinese customs. Soon, he became a confidant of Kublai Khan and was appointed to high posts in the court. Astonished at the wealth of China, luxurious imperial of palace and prosperous cities, he assiduously investigated customs, geography, people, and culture of all places he visited. His return home and the travel of Marco Polo. In 1292, Kublai Khan finally agreed to let Marco Polo, his father, and uncle return home. The information about China and some Asian states they brought back aroused great interest among the Venetians. The book, The Travel of Marco Polo, based on description of the wealth of China, a Japan filled with gold, and the exotic customs of Central Asia, West Asia, and Southeast Asia. The book soon became a bestseller and paved the way for the arrivals of countless Westerners in the following centuries. Now let's come back to the last part, the Belt and the Road Initiative. Short form, BRI. What is the Belt and Road Initiative? The Belt and Road Initiative, also known as One Belt, One Road, or Silk Road Economic Belt, and the 21st Century Maritime Silk Road, is a development strategy adopted by the Chinese government involving infrastructure development and investments in more than 150 countries and international organizations in Europe, Asia, Middle East, Latin America, and Africa. Up to now, more than 70 countries joined the related program. The President of People's Republic of China, Xi Jinping, originally announced the initiative during official visits to Indonesia and Kazakhstan in 2013. Belt refers to the overland routes for road and rail transportation, called the Silk Road Economic Belt, whereas road refers to the sea routes or the 21st Century Maritime Silk Road. The Chinese government declares the initiative a bid to enhance regional connectivity and embrace a brighter future. What is the aims of the Belt and the Road Initiative? According to the official outline, BRI aims to promote the connectivity of Asian, European, and African continents and their adjacent seas, establish and strengthen partnership among the countries along the Belt and Road, set up all-dimensional, multi-tiered, and capacity connectivity networks, and realize diversified, independent, balanced, and sustainable development in these countries. BRI is a global initiative, but by its nature of building on the historic Silk Road, puts a major focus on countries in Asia, Eastern Africa, Eastern Europe, and the Middle East, a region mainly composed of emerging markets. According to the Belt and Road Portal, currently more than 70 countries are taking part in the initiative, together representing more than a third of the world's GDP and 2/3 of the world's population. The Belt and Road Initiative combines two initiatives. The land-based Silk Road Economic Belt, comprising 6 development corridors. The 21st Century Maritime Silk Road. The Silk Road Economic Belt. The Silk Road Economic Belt is a long-term vision for the infrastructure development, connectivity, and economic cooperation of Eurasia, and is spanning 6 development corridors, namely: 1. New Eurasian Land Bridge Economic Corridor, China, Mongolia, Russia Economic Corridor, China, Central Asia, West Asia Economic Corridor, China, Indo-China Peninsula Economic Corridor, Bangladesh, China, India, MENA economic corridor, China-Pakistan economic corridor. The 21st century maritime Silk Road. The 21st century maritime Silk Road connects China to Southeast Asia, Indonesia, India, Arabian Peninsula, Somalia, Egypt, Europe, encompassing the North China Sea, Strait of Malacca, Indian Ocean, Gulf of Bengal, Arabian Sea, Persian Gulf, and the Red Sea. The Polar Silk Road. On January 26, 2018, the State Council Information Office of the People's Republic of China published a white paper titled Chinese Arctic Policy, a blueprint for China's Arctic strategy and its plan to develop a Polar Silk Road under the Belt and Road Initiative. The land-based Silk Road Economic Belt, the 21st century maritime Silk Road, and the Polar Silk Road cannot be considered separately and need to be understood as complementary to each other regarding to the strategic integration of the regions under PRI. Cooperation priorities. The Official Belt and Road Initiative outline promotes the joint formulation of development plans and the measures for advancing cross-national or regional cooperation between countries involved in BRI. This includes intergovernmental cooperation and multi-level micro-policy exchange, communication mechanisms, and policy support for the implementation of large-scale projects and coordination in monetary policy. According to the outline, the Belt and Road Initiative is based on 5 cooperation priorities. 1. Policy cooperation. 2. Facilities connectivity. 3. Unimpeded trade. 4. Financial integration. 5. People-to-people bonds. Where does the money from? The funding of the initiative. The funding of the Belt and Road Initiative will be secured by various institutional mechanisms, such as policy banks, state-owned banks, state-owned funds, international financial institutions. To fully fund the total BRI project volume of estimated 4 to 8 trillion US dollars. Diverse funding channels such as BRI bonds, private capital investment, and public-private partnership, also called PPP, but also state-owned enterprise investment will be crucial for the success of the initiative. Up to now, the BRI has benefited many countries, regions, and institutions involved. That's all for this lecture. Thank you very much.